Tokyo's dawn is quiet, touching skyscrapers before spilling into silent streets. In tiny apartments, alarm clocks buzz for millions of young adults living alone. They make coffee for one, get ready in silence, and step into the city's flow. There's no family breakfast, no chatter, just the start of another solitary day. As night falls, neon signs flicker and crowds surge, but many return to a quiet apartment. Behind each door is a private world, free from expectations. Here, they eat what they want, watch what they want, and unwind by their own rules. This solitude is as vital as the morning rush, a deliberate retreat from pressure. The rhythm of solitary living now defines modern Japan, a sharp break from the old multi-generational family. Once, children stayed with parents until marriage. Now, independence calls. Young people flock to cities for more than jobs. They seek privacy and control. This quiet revolution is reshaping the country. Each person's reasons differ, escaping family pressure, seeking convenience, or craving a space of their own. Together, these choices form a powerful trend. It's a generation valuing personal freedom above all. Why are so many young Japanese choosing to live alone? What forces drive them from family homes into the city's solitary embrace? The answers reveal a nation in transition. The city's pulse is both collective and deeply individual. In the glow of a single apartment window, a new way of living takes shape. This is the story of Japan's solitary generation. And it begins with a single, silent morning. Single-person households now outnumber families in Japan's cities. The old norm, a married couple, children, and grandparents, has faded. Today, the most common home is a person living alone, especially among those in their 20s and 30s. Why? Independence is key. Young adults want control over their time and space, free from house rules and constant explanations. Moving out is a declaration of adulthood and autonomy. Work realities also drive this trend. Good jobs cluster in urban centers, demanding long hours and unpredictable schedules. Living far from work means exhausting commutes. A city apartment cuts that time, freeing up life for rest and friends. The convenience of city living is irresistible for career-focused youth. Privacy is another draw. Japanese homes are small and crowded. True solitude is rare. A solo apartment, even tiny, is a sanctuary. Messy or neat, quiet or loud, always your own. This need for personal space is powerful, even if it means living in a room barely big enough for a bed. The peace and quiet of living alone is a luxury many are willing to pay for. The rise of the single household is not just a statistic, it's a new way of life. The city's apartments are filling with stories of independence. For many, solitude is not loneliness, but freedom. And that freedom is changing Japan. Yuki, 26, left her family's Osaka suburb for a one-room city apartment. At home, I was always performing, helping, smiling, following rules, she says. Here, I can just be me. Her tiny space is a kingdom ice cream for dinner, late-night projects, no one to answer to. Kenta, 29, moved out after years of 90-minute commutes. I'd leave before my parents woke, return after they slept. Weekends, I was too tired for life. Now his commute is 20 minutes. He goes to the gym, meets friends, and feels alive again. Living alone was the best decision for my mental health. These stories echo across the city. The move isn't just about distance, it's about emotional space. Family homes offer love, but also obligation and constant scrutiny. City apartments offer freedom, a place to discover who you are, apart from being a son or daughter. This search for self drives the trend of urban solitude. Young people relish small freedoms, decorating as they wish, playing music loud, inviting friends over. These add up to a profound sense of liberation. For a generation constrained by social norms, a private sanctuary is invaluable. The city apartment is more than a home. It's a base for building an independent life. Here, young Japanese find relief, joy, and the space to grow. Their stories are the heartbeat of a changing nation. In every small apartment, a new identity is taking shape. The metropolis is not just a place, it's a promise of freedom. And for many, that promise is finally within reach. The city's solitude is their liberation, and their voices are shaping Japan's future. Family expectations in Japan can be overwhelming, governing careers, habits, even daily routines. Parents may envision a specific future, a stable job, marriage, or taking over the family business. Living at home means constant negotiation, from meal times to curfews, and for women, extra chores. Questions about marriage and dating are relentless, adding pressure to already complex lives. For many, moving out is the only way to escape daily conflict and pursue their own path. In their own apartment, young adults set their own schedules and live by their own rules. For women, it's a step toward equality, free from traditional gender roles and domestic burdens. The city offers a respite from the family gaze, allowing space for ambition and self-determination. Independence is not a rejection of family, but a quest for self. The move to the city is a move toward freedom, and for many, it's the only way to truly grow. Living alone is as much an economic decision as a personal one. The old promise of lifetime employment is gone. Today's jobs are unstable and city-based. Flexibility is crucial. Rented apartments make moving for work easy. High city rents are offset by savings on long commutes and lost time. The housing market caters to singles, tiny, efficient one-room mansions near train stations. For some, living alone is a necessity, not a choice. Low wages and high costs make family life out of reach. Their solitude reflects economic limits, not just personal preference. The rise of single households is a complex mix of freedom and financial reality. In Japan, the economics of solitude shape the future as much as the desire for independence. Living alone in Japan is often seen as lonely, even tragic. Waten, or lonely death, haunts the public imagination. But young people see it differently. They distinguish between loneliness and chosen solitude. For many, a solo apartment is self-care, a break from relentless social and work demands. Solitude is freedom. Time to reflect, pursue hobbies, and recharge. In a hyper-connected world, the ability to disconnect is rare and precious. Loneliness can happen, but the solution isn't moving home. It's building chosen communities. Young adults create social lives on their own terms, connecting with friends who share their values. Their solitude is intentional, not empty. It's the foundation for a more meaningful social life. Living alone is not a symptom of decline, but a new form of well-being. For this generation, solitude is liberation. It's a conscious choice to prioritize mental health and personal growth. And it's redefining what it means to be alone in Japan. Millions choosing to live alone are reshaping Japan's society. Marriages happen later, if at all, and birth rates fall. Careers and freedom take priority. The economy adapts. Single-portion groceries, solo dining, and travel packages boom. The Ohitori-sama market normalizes solitude, making it even more attractive. But fewer families and an aging population pose challenges. Who will care for the elderly or power the economy? Government policies rarely address the root causes: independence, work pressure, and high costs. The ripple effect of solitary living is changing Japan's future in ways both profound and uncertain. The traditional Japanese family, 3 generations under one roof, is fading fast. Young people seek relationships based on choice, not obligation, redefining family as a network of support, not shared space. Elder care shifts from family to state as children move away for work. The family must adapt to survive, embracing independence, building new forms of connection. Those clinging to old expectations risk alienation. The solitary young adult is sending a message. The old ways no longer fit. The Japanese family's future depends on its ability to evolve. A single lit window in a city tower can mean loneliness or liberation. For many, it's a beacon of autonomy, a sanctuary from expectation. Living alone is not a sign of decline, but of evolution, a quiet rebellion and a search for authenticity. The small apartment is a stage for self-discovery and new identities. This freedom is personal, but its impact is national. Japan's young people are not rejecting connection. They're redefining it, seeking relationships built on respect and choice. That solitary window is not an end, but the beginning of a new Japanese dream. The future is being written, one quiet apartment at a time.